name and your age. How is this supposed to work? It's like, people date and then they get to know each other. I don't believe in that. I just don't. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Shilwatso. If you're a returning subscriber, hey, thank you, so much love for you. Yes, so first of all, before I forget, shout out to Austin Kimani for always supporting, always commenting on each and every video that I've posted so far. So much love for you. So anyway, I'm back with another story time, and I hope you watched the previous story time about Jane. Yeah, anyway, hatuko hapo leo. So today's story time, as you've seen from the title of the video, is about my stalker boyfriend. You'll understand why I've put the air quotes in a few. So what shall we name this boy? Trees. No, let's call him Glasses, because he wore glasses. So yeah, this boy, it all started one day, one shiny day, as I was just seated in my room doing nothing, and I decided to go through Snapchat. So yes, this all started because of Snap. So the way someone can request and then you accept. So I did exactly that. May don't choose, may just accept randomly, I don't care. So when you are there, when I accepted, you accept too easy, sorry. Then I see, hey, Glasses has already said hi. So I'm like, he's like, hi. I'm like, hi. He's like, I'm Glasses. And I'm like, oh, hi, I'm Shield. And he starts talking as he asks me my age. And it reminds her too, and he's like, how old are you? I'm like, okay. I tell him my age. He's like, oh, well, the same age. And I'm like, oh, okay. So he's like, could I see your picture? And I'm like, you send your pictures first. So he sends them to me. And I look at his pictures. Because he sent 3. So I look at him, I'm like, oh, nice picture. And he's like, yeah, thank you. So send yours. I'm like, my phone right now, it has an issue.
What?
I'll send you pictures at night. So he's like, it's fine. Guys, if I ever tell you that in my phone, there are no pictures, I'm lying to you, I am lying. Because I love taking pictures. I just love myself, so yeah. If I tell you I have no pictures, it's a lie. I just don't want you to see me. So this guy, we continue talking. He asked me, are you cuffed? And I'm like, no, I'm not cuffed. He's like, yeah, also I'm not cuffed. I'm like, oh, okay. Then he's like, he sends a VN. He's like, he starts, Yani, it's like 10 minutes to the convo, and he's already telling me, I really like you. I think you're really pretty. Honey, he hadn't seen me. He hadn't seen me. But he's like, I think you're really pretty. And I'm like, ama niko na twin. Ama ameona mtu anaitwa Shilwatso huko kwa streets, and I don't know. So I just listened to him. He's like, you and me can work. And I'm like,
VP.
I don't know where you live. I know nothing about you. Why? Why are you disturbing my peace? Why? And he's just like, so I listened to him. He continues talking. He's talking nonsense at this point. So I'm just listening because, after that, I'm like, okay, that's good to hear. And I'm like, I wish I had the screenshots, you guys, but I blocked him everywhere. So before I could screenshot, but I have a friend, we'll name him like Sweetheart. Sweetheart knows all the conversations. Like, he has the screenshots. Boys still do this in this day and era. you'll understand as I continue the story, like how disturbing and annoying and yeah. So anyway, we were just there. Oh, and I think, I don't know if I've said, but I'm outside today. Okay, clearly, but I'm outside. The wind and all, I'm sorry. Yeah, but the sun is just out. It just looks amazing. So yeah. Anyway, this guy, I didn't can you pick up. Oh, after he sent me the VN and everything, so I just told him, okay. So he's like, so what do you think? And I'm like, I don't know where you stay. I know nothing about you apart from your name and your age. How is this supposed to work? It's like, people date and then they get to know each other. I don't believe in that. I just don't. As if it can't get worse. So he talk kidogo. I tell him I have work, so I go. Then I told him we'll talk at night. So at night he texts me. He's like, hi, how was your day? Did you finish working on what you're working on? I was like, yeah. Then he's like, oh, by the way, so I want to tell you something. So I'm like, oh, okay. Guys, you won't believe it. We started talking at like 5. Yeah, let's assume it was like at 5. I can't remember. At 9, that's the timeline. At 9 usiku, naona tu bitmoji. Those bitmojis, the ones you send. I think it's in it. I'm assuming. What do I see? His bitmojis on one knee, and then I'm standing in front of him. He's proposing. He's like, will you be my girlfriend? Guys, it was hours. We're not even talking about one day. Hours. And he's like, will you be my girlfriend? And at this point, I was losing my head because this nigga has not seen me. He knows nothing about me, but he's insisting. So I tell him, I can't scarf someone I've never seen before in my life. He's like, we'll be doing video calls, we'll be seeing me. I'm like, in person. He's like, okay, we can meet. And I'm like, okay, let's meet. So he tells me we'll name the place Land. Let's meet at Land. It's near my house. So I'm like, wait, that's where you stay? Hey, how will I get to Land? Guys, if only you knew where Land was. It's so far. It's so far. Okay, let me exaggerate, but in Nairobi. But yeah, it's far. So may I just tell this guy, hey, me, I can't see us meeting because I can't see na fair. Acha pia nikiwaambia sina fair, I'm lying. Honey, if I love you, ask the people I love. I go. I don't care about fair. Nimekwambia sina fair, imagine. Sikuwa tu nataka kukuona. But ni uongo kuna, if I genuinely love you and I didn't have fair, I didn't. But this one, antaka nikuje all the way. It's like, to assume fair was like 350 from my house. Around 400. Ndo kufika sijarudi. And then that place matatu doesn't pass, so I have to use Uber. Nilikuwa naishiwa na nguvu. So anyway, may I tell him I can't meet. Nikamwambia, will you meet me halfway in a mall? He's like, no, I don't have fare. And I'm like, honey, I also don't have fare. So we're just not helping each other here now, are we? Are we? No. May I tell him, hey, Mimi, it's tricky. He's like, oh, by the way, we can meet. Then he tells me, we can meet on like Tuesday. Then he schedules a time for me between 2 to 4. Because from 5, I'll be doing mentorship and all. He was doing volunteer work in his school. He was in an IGCSE school, yeah. So ananiambia atakuwa nafunza. I didn't understand. I really want to mention the name of the school so that you guys can confirm the story, but I won't. So anyway, akaniambia we'll be meeting we meet Tuesday at this time. Nikamwambia okay, fine. Ndio akaleta your story, we meet at Land. I told him I can't you get it now. Then he told me, okay, now I have a better plan. How about we just date and then we don't see each other until December 24th. We'll go to Okay, let me just say, we'll go to Paul. Now Paul is where the auntie lives. We'll go to Paul. You know, my auntie holds a big family gathering. Then we'll go, I introduce you as my girlfriend, and then we eat food for free. Because I tell him we go out for like lunch, because I can't meet someone in the house on the first date. It's just my thing. Personally, I can't. So he's like, you know, there we'll get even free food. We don't have to pay for food. Guys, if I tell you where this nigga lives, mtakuwa like I'm lying. Because I couldn't believe it. I'm just telling you we go for lunch, and I was like, don't worry, I'll pay for myself. Because, I mean, anyway, remember I'll just pay for myself. You'll pay for yourself. You feel like having juice only, that's on you. You'll pay for yourself. But I'm like, oh, Suju will just have free food. Red flag. Guys, red flag. Me, that's a red flag. Ukishaniambia free food, start doubting your skills. I'm just saying. Anyway, that's me. That's just me. Yeah. Hey, this guy, well, I was like, oh yeah, so akotu hapo, he kept on telling me, like, you know, by the way, we can talk, but let's schedule our nights. Oh, I haven't told you now. After this, I didn't tell him we've cuffed. See, I've told you he asked me out. I didn't tell him we've cuffed, but he was like, can I be calling you babe? Can I be calling you darling? Nilishiwa nguvu. Guys, so I've told this nigga was in an IGCSE, but if you hear his English and no hate, but mi nilikuwa na shuku, nilisema haiwezi kuwa, cause unajua IG vile wanakuanga, I'm just saying, wanakuanga hivyo bougie for some reason, they're allowed, you know. Anyway, mi nikasema tu vile alikuwa anaandika hadi brother yangu alikuwa like, Shil, umbla kudanganya hizi kwa IG. So when he told me the school he was in, I told him, hey, are you sure? Then he's like, yeah, let me even send you a clip. He sent katuma ka video hapo of him talking, and I was like, it's true. Sijawambia someday I just woke up, I found like those threads of Snap, you know, when you send one video alafu ina keep on una press azishi. This was him. Hi, so let me take you to our kitchen so that you can see the house, and then let me take you to our big backyard, and then it has the chickens, and then this is where we just chill with our family doing nothing. So that's where this land is here. And then, you know, there my dad was planning to put a swimming pool, and then, you know, let me take you to my bedroom. So this is my bedroom, this is my sister's bedroom, this is our sitting room. I called my brother. We were looking at the video together. Tulikuwa tunaishiwa tu nguvu. Why should you brag to that extent? We don't care. You know, siku ingine aliniambia, nilikuwa tu nimekaa akaniambia ati, by the way, he was like, what are you up to? And I'm like, I'm washing clothes currently, I'll talk to you later. The guy, when you guys, you can't even afford a washing machine.
Ni vita umekuja? Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Guys, I laughed. I wasn't even offended because this boy, I mean, assume automatically hatuna washing machine. You know, the people just assume things. I should assume hatuna washing machine, and I'm like, yeah. I just told him, yeah, we don't even have a washing machine. We want to buy us one. Then you know what he said? Actually, even a washing machine isn't that expensive. You can just get it. And I was like, I tell him, have I told you don't have a washing machine? Then he was like, no. I was like, yeah, exactly. But don't worry, we don't have a washing machine because you've been to our house, so don't worry. You know what? We don't have one. Like, no, I didn't mean to offend you. Nini. Mi nikamwacha. Then, so I'll give you a version of events, of the things he used to do. So someday he also texted randomly, and he started telling me about his exes. I think when you're cuffed to someone, you shouldn't tell them about your exes. It irritates them. I'll give you another story time like next time, but now like it irritates the person because Akochu like, but he was like bad mouthing them. So if it was you who was his ex, sorry, I feel like he'll tell the next girl about me. Anyway, this guy starts telling me, sijauliza, out of nowhere. You know, by the way, I used to date this girl, and we were in school, and we were caught having and I'm like, I didn't ask. Why TMI? He's like, yeah, you know, we were caught doing that, and you know, she almost committed suicide, and I feel so bad about it. I'm like, I don't care. It's like, yeah, you know, my second ex, then he's like, I hope you're a Christian girl who doesn't want to rush things, cause me, I can't have another girl who's rushing things. You can't be at you know what? You say you boo, you do you boo, because at this point I didn't know what to do. He just told me about his exes. He told me about a third ex, Jumo alifanya nini. There are stories I can't even share, because honestly, he was just being a little bit too dramatic. But you know, it's his story. He told me about his exes. That was such a turn off. Nashanga, mbona ananiambia? Then he was a consistent texter. Kila saa ana text too. Asubuhi hadi brother akamjua. Then you know what he did? This is such a psychotic move. When we met Instagram, he wasn't even active there. And then he had like, I think 30 followers and following 250 people. All of a sudden someday he just texted me, because I didn't care. Me, hizo vitu za my followings. Then he just told me one day, by the way, you know, I've reached 500 followers. And I'm like, wait, what? We hadn't even said for that long. And when I go check, do you know what this nigga had done? He had followed like 4,000 people. What was sketchy, when I went to the following, everyone I've ever followed, everyone, I'm a follow. And I was like, guys, that's just weird. No, just be honest, that's just weird. I'm a follow, what? Like, lakuna mtu aliacha. And I was like, what's wrong with this nigga? What's wrong? Anyway, mi nikamwambia, you know what? That was such a stalker move. Why would you do that? He's like, those are not the people you're following. I just laughed. I was like, yeah, okay. Sorry, my bad. Anyway, mvulana, we continued. So one day I got tired, because now I told her about Sweetheart. I sent Sweetheart all these texts, and Sweetheart was like, this boy is psychotic. Oh, wait. So me and... when I tell you we took pictures, you just know who it was. But anyway, very few will understand, I hope. So me and Sweetheart took pictures when I went to his house. And we were just taking random pictures and having fun. Then I posted them. So this boy replies, that is such a beautiful brother-sister love.
Umesema nini? Unajisikia hata ukiongea?
Mi nilishwa nguvu. I'm being so genuine. Because if you guys see the pictures that were being said brother-sister love, see picha mbaya zii. But I can't stand with LM and pose like that. Because what? That would be like, it makes sense, you know. So I just sent them to Sweetheart, and I was like, look at this nigga. So we laughed at him. Yani aliambia, what's this guy saying? And I was like, I know, right? Wow, mi nilishwa nguvu personally, but I was like, you know what? Let him do him. So after a while I got tired. I just told him, because he was continuing with those weird behaviors. I just told him, it can't work. And he was like, no, why would you do that to me? I don't understand. Kwanza someday, I just told him, you know, vile mtu anaweza kutumia, he used to send me VNs. Like, audios ka 10 zimefuatana nafaa kusikia. Someday, I told him we'll have a talk, a Zoom call, because he used to insist, and to see you, let's have Zoom call. So that day, I assured him we'll have one, nikabako. Nilitumiwa video akiwa anatembea. Why would you do that to me? You should have just told me. Sijui, you know, I would have done other things, and I just waited for you, and I waited for you, and I waited for you. But you know what? I'll still wait for you. So right now, when you get this, please just Zoom call me. And I was like, what's wrong with this guy? Nishamwambia, as in niwaambia haiwezi work, na bado ana insist. Then I was just like, 1 minute guys, 1 minute. Hey guys, I'm back. So as I was saying, After he told me about the Zoom call and he'll wait for me, so me nika ignore bado. He was like, that's not really cool. So he got angry, kidogo, and I was like, so like I care, but you know what you do, you. Excuse me. So like, another instance is when he sent me. I just told him, he was like, "Guy, I'm not feeling well." I was like, "Guy, that's sorry." After saying sorry, I was sent for like 10 to 15 VNs. I'm not even exaggerating. He was like, you're such a caring girlfriend. This time I took a cuffed. I was like, he's such a caring girlfriend. I don't know what I would do without you. And I'm like, for saying sorry. You act as if no one has ever told you sorry. What's wrong with you? And then you guys, I haven't even told you, I have never given him my number. I have never given him my Instagram all this time. So it's just that one day he stalked me. He said, "Hey, I think let me search Shilwatso." So he found me. He found me on Instagram. The corner picture and he posted my customer brother sister love. If you've heard that part of that story. So anyway, I just told him, so back to the breakup. I just told him, I can't do this anymore. We can't even be friends, because what's wrong with you? I've not said yes, you've instead you are cuffed, you're calling me names, and I can't take it. I was like, no, don't do that to me. Let's just remain friends. I won't do that. And I'm like, no, I can't have it. I just can't have it. So this was, after that, I just blocked him. I unfriended him on Snap. I blocked him on Insta. Then, I forgot he has my account, my cake account, yeah. So he went to Cake Dungeon, search. Akanitumia a message. So, it's like, he sent it, he was like, I'll put it up here. That one I'm sure I have it. So I think he was like, I can't remember the words, but you'll read it. He was just like, she'll... this message is to Shilwatso. One day, first of all, to Cake Dungeon, one day I'll order a cake, but this message is to Shilwatso. It was a message imeandikwa hapo. I can't remember, but you guys can see it. I really hope I'll put it up here because you guys check us. So, this guy, vile nilimblock, he even had the audacity of going to my cake page to DM me there. And he went and he even went to my brother, akaanza kumbefriend, and I'm like, what's wrong with you? So he stalked me, he got my number from my cake page, he started texting me, and I'm like, this is so psychotic. What the hell? We don't do that here. So anyway, he just continued stalking me. So finally, I reported the number, and he just still... He's in the air, because he talked to my brother, and my brother ended up blocking him. So all in all, guys, that's my short... Okay, it's not short. That's my stalker boyfriend story, because it was so creepy. I'm gonna give you another one about a chef next time. Trust it will be worth your time. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, kindly give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share, like, comment, and especially tell your friends to subscribe to my channel, because I have good story times, you guys have to admit. Yeah. Anyway, bye guys. So much love for you. Kama kawaida. Till next time. Bye.